Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry I haven't made a video for quite some time. Had a lot on the last month or so. A lot of you guys remember I originally had the little Suzuki Vitara, the white one, which I'd been using to go hunting in. It was built in 1991, so it was about 23 years old, but it was starting to have its day, put it that way. Great little car, went everywhere, but I decided to buy a new car. I was going through some stuff with work, through a restructure, so I wasn't sure if I was going to have a job and all that sort of stuff. So I basically lashed out and bought a new car, and I've just been trying to deck it out the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to pretty much, show you what I bought, what I've done so far, what I plan to do over the next couple of weeks. So let's get into it. Alright, this is what I decided to get. The good old silver Mitsubishi Triton here in silver. As you can see here, I've actually got the this tub on, but this tub and this tonneau cover are going to be gone this week on Thursday, the 20th of August. I'm actually going to be getting a tray on there, and what I'm actually going to do then, when I get the tray on, what I'm going to do is actually put a big canopy lockable toolbox on the back of this car, which I think is going to be awesome. So right now it's got the canopy, not exactly great, but certainly works if that's what you want to do. The only thing is trying to reverse this thing in sometimes. You really do have to be careful. I don't have any reverse cameras, so it's been pretty hard. Next one, what I did, I think these are fantastic tyres. I kept the original rims on there, and these are BF Goodrich KO2. BF Goodrich KO2. Now the standard size was 245 70 16. So I went 265 75 265 75 16 on these BF Goodrich KO2s. I was going to get muddies, but I just thought, no real point. 95% of the stuff I do is actually around town, so there's no real point. So I'm really impressed with those tyres. Alright, the next mod I got was actually these tinted windows. As you can see, the tinted windows are actually quite nice. Tinted windows, so I got the tinted windows in the back here. I'm still waiting on some seat covers to come that I purchased. I did purchase the ones in the front, which I'll go. Now these aren't cheap. These are the black duck seat covers, canvas. So these are canvas. These are denim ones, actually the denim ones. So what I had a problem with here too was the UHF radio. This one is the ICOM, the 440N. Now I did have the new one, the ICOM 450N, but I was getting some massive interference actually from the engine, and it was giving me this whining and ticking sound. So when I was revving the car, you'd actually hear it going as the car revved up. So, but apparently those new ICOM 450N ones have an issue with they're 12 and 24 volts, so they have apparently a pretty good receiver in them, which interferes with noise because they're so sensitive, because they're so good apparently. Anyway, so I went back to the older model, which is the 440N. So I gave Muzz, who I do the podcast with, the new 450N, so he gets the better one. So this one's only 12 volt. And actually works no problem at all, and doesn't introduce any noise or anything. So just trying to find a place to put it, whether I should put it up there or just in the side console there. It's really your thing. I've had this for a while. Not sure you can see it. This is my in-car dash cam as well. Also got my thing just to hold my phone as well. So here I've got some vinyl covers, which I got off eBay. The other ones are underneath, so that they just actually give a bit more coverage, especially up around that foot area there. I'm not too unhappy so far, especially, but I noticed when I put the bull bar and the tyres on this car that I'm only getting about 555 kilometers per tank, 550 per tank, which I guess is not too bad considering. So I'm going to see how I go, because I only got the bull bar last week. So let's go check out the bull bar. All right, guys, I was going to go the Ironman bull bar. But I decided to go with the ARB Deluxe bull bar. I did decide to get the fog lights in it as well. I think they were about $300 extra. Probably shouldn't have now, because I did buy the light bar, so probably weren't really required, but that's okay. Apparently they've changed this. This is the option of where you actually put the winch in when you need to actually put a winch in. So that's good, instead of having to take the bar back off. So I guess that's a pretty good new feature, I guess. I don't know how long it's been going for, but they said it was new. UHF radio. This is an RFI antenna. So I got an RFI antenna. Apparently RFI are pretty good quality. So I reckon now it does, with the tyres, it does look pretty mean right about now. It's not looking too bad. Can't wait to get that tray put on. Which I think is really important. Does come with the side steps. This is the 2015 MN model, which is the run out of the older models. So this is the MN, which went from 2009 to 2015. The MQ model is the new model that just came out. Same thing. This is going to be gone this week, so I guess it doesn't really matter even really showing it. But you know, soft tonneau cover, and these things, you can't even get rid of them when you actually put a tray on them. So luckily I've got someone that's actually going to buy the tub and the tonneau cover for $300, which is actually not too bad considering you don't really get you don't really get anything for them. So the tray I'm going to put on is going to have just a small back, no sides, and then I'm going to a toolbox place here in Sydney who's going to make me a big canopy, which is going to go onto the back, which is going to open up on the sides and have two opening sides and opening up at the back, so I can secure everything. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it so far. The only probably issue I reckon I've had so far, which is not really going to show you anything in here, but the turbo lag. When you try and actually, get off the mark, it is a bit of a pig sometimes, but I think all turbo diesels are like that. I mean, it's not a great feature. Actually, what I will do is I'm actually going to show you guys in the engine bay 2 modifications I actually did in the engine bay. So let's go check it out. Alright guys, this is one of the modifications I did first. This is an oil catch cam. What it used to do is it used to run from here out of the engine and then back into the air intake. And there was actually oil that comes out of this case and goes back into the engine. So what I did is I spent this came from Western Filters, which is a Provent filter. This is an oil catch can, so it comes, the air comes through out of the engine with maybe a bit of oil into the catch can, filters it back out the bottom, up on that one there, and then back into the air intake. And you can see down there, I do that little clear tubing does run down into the chassis, which catches any oil residue. Another one here is, guys, if you've got a common rail diesel, this is basically an electronic item that actually closes the EGR valve so you don't get issues, because the main issues come from the engine, right? Oil comes back in there through to the intake, mixes with the exhaust, and you get issues in the top of your manifold, I'm guessing, with all that sludge and black crap from a common rail diesel. So this little thing closes the EGR permanently and stops it from throwing error codes onto the dash. Couple that with the Provent filter, the oil catch can, I should never hopefully have a problem with doing anything that I have to clean the top of the engine, because this EGR controller that you plug, normally it plugs into the airbox there, but you plug it into there, then the controller into the airbox stops that EGR from opening. Couple those two together, and hopefully I'll never have a problem with problems with the engine running because it's all blocked up. Other than that, it's just your typical, your typical engine. I mean, these obviously aren't the most expensive cars. I think I paid about $28,000 for this car brand new. I've been pretty impressed so far, that's for sure. So let's go check out some stuff inside that I've still got to actually put on the car. All right, guys, this is actually what I'm waiting to put on this week. It's coming up this week. I got this light bar. This is a light bar off eBay from a seller called, take this out. This is a seller called Sunyi off eBay. Now Sunyi has, about, 20, no, it's more than that, it's about 88,000 feedback and all positive. This new one is this cost about $300. This one is 240 watts. So this is the new 10 watt per LED technology. Which is basically 12 globes per row at 10 watts per row, so 240 watts. I'm still thinking about how I'm going to mount it. I think because there's nowhere to put it on the front of the bull bar where the spotlights go, I'm actually going to have to use these clamps I actually got off eBay and clamp it onto the bar. They do have a rubber seal in there, so I guess it stops it from damaging your bull bar. But I've tried it. I connected it up to a battery the other week, and unbelievable. What I'm also going to do too is I've got these carling switches that I bought, which I'm going to put basically next to my leg. And this is the thing. So I'm going to have a LED light bar, my reverse lights, which I'm actually going to put when I get my tray underneath. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some little mini light bars, which I'll show you in a sec. And then also I've got one that says tray light, which I'm going to have, and I'll show you that in a minute. So you can flick them on. They actually light up. Some people get the same colours. I decided to go with different colours. So you know, orange, white for reverse, and green for the tray lights. So I'll go and I'll show you the other lights that I've got. Alright, here's another one I actually got off eBay as well. This one is a single LED 10 watt. Comes with a mounting bracket as well, which is in here. So this one is actually going to be in the tray on the back wall of the toolbox, just facing down. And so what I decided to do, that's why I decided to have the tray light over on that side of the car. So, you know, if you ever want to get out there, all you got to do is flick it, get out of the car and turn it on. You don't have to, you know, reach across to the accessories somewhere in the middle of the car to actually turn them off. So, yeah, they look pretty good. They actually light up really well. I've already tested them on some power. They're the reverse lights. Light bar, reverse light, and the tray light. So that one's going to be the tray light. I've actually got two of these. Okay, these are only, that one is a 10 watt. These ones are only 3 watt per globe. So 3 sixes. This is 18 watts. 3 sixes are 18. Now that's going to be, I'm going to get two of them up on the back of the tray. So basically either side of the car. And they're going to be my actual reverse lights. I'm also probably going to get a reverse camera as well, because, you know, these cars, especially when I have the toolbox on, you're definitely not going to be able to see it. Now, these are cheap, guys. I mean, these are really well made, I think. This is, again, from Sunye off eBay. You can see they're just porcelain. I think they're porcelain coated. I'm going to get a connection on there from my auto electrician. You know, so basically, if this thing ever claps out, I just simply, you know, unbolt it again and put a brand new one. I mean, that was $18. You can buy a pair of these for $30. I mean, that's amazing, really. That one was about $16, I think, off that Sunye off eBay again. Good, very good quality. Awesome, sort of, if I can get it to actually focus in. You know, just awesome quality, really. And as I said, that big 240 watt big banger. That's 240 watts. Now, getting on a bit, I'm also going to install this thing. Okay, this is a Donaldson pre-fill filter. Or post-fill filter. I'm actually going to put this in the car. Now, this acts to stop water getting in your common rail diesel if you've been out in the bush. Basically, it's a fuel filter, either before or after the OEM filter. That's going to go in. It comes with a spare one, so you can actually, you know, because if you get water in your fuel and your car shits itself and the injectors are screwed, well, it's going to cost you an absolute mozza. So this is basically insurance to stop that happening to your car. So it's a Donaldson a fuel filter, pre-fuel filter, 3 micron fuel filter. You can see the code P5511615 is the 3 micron one that I got. So that's pretty much about it, guys. So I've still got to get all this stuff installed. I'm probably going to do the light bar this week. And then probably when I get the tray, actually I'll probably wait until I get the tray first, then I'll do the 2 reverse lights. I'm going to do the big one, and then I'll just probably take it back to him when I get the toolbox to install, you know, that one on the back of my toolbox inside the cab of the toolbox. So you turn it on with your carling switches and you're ready to go. So I mean, as you can see, I mean, they're pretty good quality, and I said all these light up. So, and I'm going to have that one for the tray light on the outside. So you just open the door, flick the switch near your right knee on the board, going to cut out an actual hole for it. So yeah, I mean, again, lots of stuff here, lots of things still to install, but I'm looking forward to it. So that's, I guess, what I've done so far to the Mitsubishi Triton.